We're in today with the legendary 9800 GX2. This is a 2008 video card from NVIDIA. This is the reference model with 128 shaders. It's got 512 megabytes of VRAM GDDR3 running with 600 megahertz on the core clock, 1000 megahertz on the memory clock, 256 bits bus width, DirectX 10, and today we're gonna pair it up with this Intel Core 2 Quad Q9650 with 4 cores and 4 threads. Very interesting video card. I think the best thing we can do for it is just throw more games to it and see how this legend is holding. So before we're jumping in a couple of games, we need to hear this video card, how it sounds on 100% fan speed, because I want to see if I can control this 1670 degrees on idle. It's not okay, seriously. Well, it sounds okay theoretically, not that loud. I think we can do this. I think if I disable this microphone on the main microphone, I can barely hear it. So it's got enough power to keep theoretically the video card cool, but at the same time not that very loud in order to record this video card. I've been recommended in the comment section, look at this genre with X and see if you can get them and try to see how they are performing. And I'm actually scared because it looks like some combination of the games that I used to like, you know, the idea of trading, No Man's Sky, going into bases, mining, going, fighting. It looks very interesting, but at the same time, I want to see how the performance is with this video card. And I was like, okay, if I want to play the game and I want to learn the game, because it's got lots of things that I have to do. I even got the old ones and the newish ones. I need to start with the video card. I need to start with the right foot. And I was like, 9800 GX2 is going to be that game that shows me that if SLI is working, then I have a standing chance with this. So it's working with SLI. I got nice temperature, but it's only 50-60% load on the core of the video card. In this situation, you can actually see it's holding pretty well, and it does a fantastic job, seriously. Now, if it's working like this with this video card, I got like, let me do a reset. I got like 80-90 FPS on average. This is good for a video card like this. Maybe it's gonna work with other video cards, and I'm actually curious. I wanna put this game in other computers that have lower performance than this, and I think it's gonna be much better. So on the system side, you can actually see I got 2 cores utilization, nearly 3 core utilization. So this quad core CPU, it's actually fantastic in this occasion with only 700 megabytes of system RAM utilized. So I'll take this as a big opportunity, because this game, I will start playing this game more often, because apparently it's working really nice with SLI. I want to see it if it's working with Crossfire too. So if it's working with Crossfire, definitely in the right direction with this. Same thing, seriously, but now with the next version, X3, seriously, it's going to be a very interesting performance. Let me see if I have an option here. Graphics, this one is better on the menu. I got nothing here. I got 1080p with maximum details, and in this case you can actually see it looks more interesting, but it's utilizing more VRAM in the situation. All right, let's see if we can actually go to that gate. I got 40% load, 163 megabytes of VRAM, and 70 FPS on average, 48 on minimal, and 29 on 1%. Apparently the video card is doing the job, but at the same time I need to have nice temperature. But I put 100% fan speed, and I got here 250 watts consumption from this video card with this computer. The same thing, it happened in this game like in the previous one. I got only 2-3 cores utilized here. So this quad core CPU, it's actually ideal. The difference is I got more system RAM in this. I got 1.4 gig of system RAM. All right, so apparently it's holding okay, but in some cases you can actually see I got 40 FPS on average. Let's do a reset here and see how much it's gonna hold. Well, apparently I keep flying, so I will continue flying. Apparently the first game, second game, this game I got on custom settings here, because everything is on between high and low quality, but I don't understand why, because I got 200 FPS. Let's go back in the menu and set it up to maximum details. Maybe we'll get lucky on actually playing the game with everything turned on. We got some settings here. Can we put it on ultra? You got ultra preset, yeah? Unlimited and 1080p. 49 FPS. You can actually see I need a little anti-aliasing here on the edges, but based on 45-46 FPS, I think if I put it to high to medium quality as a preset, I can get better performance. But it's good to max it out. Now the question is, Why I got 45 FPS with 50% load and need under 200 megabytes of VRAM? Is the CPU is the problem? I got 1.3 gig of system RAM and maximum load on the first core of the CPU. But I don't think the CPU is the problem. 43% load on the CPU. No, the CPU is apparently the problem. No. All right. Okay, let's put it in the back. Okay, so the only thing I know from the is F1, F2, F3, F4 is like the power of it. I need to learn how to turn on and off the engine in order to land. That will be my big achievement in this. Remember when I played 2004, I have a table on the keys and how you pilot the whole thing. This one is not a list now, it's just a book and I have to, oh my god, read the book in order to play the game. But nevertheless, he's doing SLI here. I managed to reach now 186 megabytes of VRAM. The core is still under 50% load, so I have no clue why I have 40 FPS. But I'm guessing it's based on the CPU and the GPU, how it's being utilized here. But it does the job. SLI is good with this, so that means I'm going to see this computer in this game in the future like this. No, where's MSI? The moment you show me an error over speed, MS Afterburner, it's down. I do not have to explain based on the name what game is this. It looks very like Half-Life, old Half-Life and Soldier of Fortune. This is one of those games that works really nice with SLI apparently. I got 70% load, but I got 200 FPS, 300 FPS. That's a lot. Come on, boy, give me a gun so we can pew some aliens.
Pistol fully equipped.
Alright, fully equipped. You're gonna give me some ammo with this, I'm guessing. Yeah. Alright. Crispy.
Step on over to the
It's Crispy! I found Crispy. Hello, Crispy. Apparently, Crispy, it's benchmarking guns and GPUs. So Crispy with an Alienware in Area 51.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
First one to hit all 5
It makes sense now, seriously. Area 51 with a 9800 GX2. Imagine if this computer would have been an Alienware playing Area 51. With Crispy. Okay, so 60% load on this occasion is good, with 65 degrees on the core of the video card with 100% fan speed. I'm gonna do a reset here because I got 40 FPS on 1%. That's not okay. Apparently with this video card in this game, it's doing okay. On the CPU side, I got almost 2 cores utilized here. The quality is on maximum with 1080p, so you can actually understand that this is the right. Alright, sir.
Godspeed, gentlemen.
Godspeed.
We're counting on you.
And my scope is counting
We
too.
hope you enjoy your stay at Area 51, America's foremost covert government resort and spa. Crispy, shut the hell up.
Crispy, shut up! It's not about the game, it's not about the GPU, it's about the SLI, seriously. If the video card itself is running with SLI, then I have a standing chance in the future if I want to put older video cards in SLI and I get this to perform really well. I love this idea this game is offering here, so if it's compatible with SLI, it will be magnificent to see more video cards like this. It's nice performance. I got 34 megabytes of VRAM utilized. Only because I have 500 megabytes on this video card and I only utilize this from a dual SLI video card. So temperature, how is it? 49 with 52. That's good, but I have 100% fan speed. So in this game, it's not too much, you know. But all in all, I can say it's good. On the system side, I got like 584 megabytes of system RAM and 400 virtual memory. So theoretically, this video cards and this computer, you know, you're an overkill with this CPU. I remember playing this game with Pentium 4 on 1.4 or something like that, single core. Actually, see, it is single core utilization, barely utilizing the other cores. Nevertheless, I like this. You know, its quad-core CPU was not back in the days when this came. So I will not judge the game not utilizing this computer at maximum. But to see it running with SLI is very important. It's a big achievement. I played the game, so I was like, okay, I forgot to test it with SLI, and this is the moment, you know. So 9800 GX2 managed to do a fantastic job here in this case. All right, let's see another game that is running with SLI theoretically. I got SLI here. No, I got 40% load with this occasion on the first core. Oh, come on. 1080p, maximum quality, it's in the right direction with this. I want to play the game a little more. It's capped on 60 FPS, and if it's capped, I think it's gonna not load the video card properly. I'm trying my best to find multiple games that are in the SLI direction, and I think this one is not fully SLI compatible like the other ones, and I think there is a small chance I can push this video card to the limit, you know. But with this game, apparently I cannot. 293 megabytes of VRAM allocated. 100% fan is holding the temperature, and that's the only thing that matters. But on minimal and 1%, it's around 30. And on the system side, I got like what, 700 megabytes of system RAM with 500 virtual memory. It's okay. It's an okay performance from this computer. Very, very important note with this game is that I couldn't manage to start the game because it gave me an error with virtual memory, and I went online and I was like, okay, so what do I do here in order to get this game running? I had to limit the system RAM in order to get this game running. Apparently, if you have over 2 gig of system RAM, the game doesn't start. And I was like, what the heck? So you go in MS config in order to limit the system RAM. And after that, if you put 1.8 gig of system RAM to limit in Windows, it's going to start the game. I like this type of GT racing games because it's utilizing the SLI properly. It's got only 160 megabytes of VRAM allocated here, but it's got like 70% load on this core. I got over 60 degrees. It's getting hot on the video card core, but I got 500 FPS. I don't need this amount of FPS, and I think ideal will be to limit the FPS based on the monitor that I have, because I'm getting over 300 watts consumption from this. And I think that if I limit the FPS, let's say to 144, or the monitor that I have, like in this case 240 Hertz, it's gonna be fantastic. But I have an HDMI cable that is bottlenecking to 144, so I have to stop there. You know, I have to pass it to DisplayPort in order to get full frequency. But if I keep it like this, 144, I think I can make this computer more efficient. Until now, 60-70% load on the core is generating this amount of FPS, and it's good. Doesn't reach 100% load and is giving me this amount. This game with this video card is spot on, seriously. It looks great, it runs great. On the system side, I got like almost 2 core utilization, so if I got that nice performance even from the system, it's good. Nearly 1 gig of system RAM, 30-40% load on the CPU, it's okay. And if it stays around under 70 degrees on the GPU, I will call it a big win with this video card in this game, because there's not a lot of games nowadays that works really nice. It works like this, in this condition, you know, with this amount of FPS. So I can have options like limiting the FPS and make it more efficient. If I want to build a retro machine with this, it's gonna be great. Don't even know how to explain. In Oblivion, I have to have a great experience here with this. Right, let's analyze this and see what we can do. I got 40% load on the core and only 130 megabytes. So outside I put it on 1080p, you can actually see it here, and now we're gonna put it to texture quality large, and I'm gonna max out everything. I'm gonna restart everything. I'm gonna see if we can actually make this game run really nice with this video card. I never seen it with this amount of things on. Maybe it's gonna work, maybe it doesn't work. I don't know nothing about this. So bloom light effect, yeah, we can turn it on, restart the computer after. Water quality off, reflection on, low, high, anti-aliasing, yes. All right, my man, how much we got? I got 80 FPS, 90 FPS, 350 megabytes of VRAM utilized, and 70% load on the core. Wow, look at the handle, look at the skin. Okay, this is how the game needs to be played. 300 watts consumption here. I'm gonna take a walk here and see how it's gonna feed up that VRAM. Maybe I'm gonna reach 400 megabytes. I don't know. 70% load with 63 degrees. So let's do a reset here on the FPS and see how much it's gonna go. Out of the barrel, 1% is 34 FPS and not okay. That means there is a constant load here, and there's a lot of spikes. Even though it's under 10 ms. Sometimes you see 15-14 ms, and it's constantly making heartbeats pulse. Seriously, I like it, I don't like it at the same time. I want to see how the details are. Why is it not? Look at that, see? It's like cheat code under the water. So the performance is good with this. Now I managed to reach over 80% load on the core with 66 degrees. Performance-wise is good from the video card with hundreds of FPS in some cases, but the average stays around 82. 41 on minimal and 25 on 1%. So the moment I start going around the map and different areas, you can actually see it's doing a little lower on that average, on the lowest one. But the average is good. 80 FPS is not bad. I think if I VSync everything with 60 FPS, I can have a nice experience and maybe distress the video card because I'm reaching 340 watts consumption from this. So Oblivion knows how to utilize a video card like this, and it does offer me SLI support in this case. Definitely a good game for this video card and this computer. Does it run Crysis? I want to test this game with this video card in this machine, and I got a lot of load here. Very interesting performance from this computer. So I put everything on high details with 1080p, and I got nice load, maximum load on the cores. I think this video card is gonna get hot here with this game, with this condition. 1.5 gig of system RAM, but I have to take a look and see if I have a limit because the game Juice managed to not start because I limit the system RAM, and I got 1.5 and I think it's 1.8, 1.7. I'm gonna do a restart and I'm gonna see if it's running the same, but at the same time I wanna see if it's holding like this. System RAM, it's okay theoretically. Maximum core load on the video card with 372 megabytes of VRAM utilized. Look at that, nice drop on the FPS. Minimal 34 and 21 on 1%. Does the job, and I like it. Quality, performance, scaling, everything is good in this case, so there is no problem. Let's do a restart and see if we can unlock that system RAM. What I was referring is this. So maximum memory, I put 1.7 because I wanted to lower it just a little so I can start Juice, because if you pass 2 gig, the game doesn't start. Now the system RAM is unlocked. Let's see how many FPS we got. Maybe it's the same, seriously, because the core is maxed out now. Yeah, 95% load here with 66 degrees. I don't think it's gonna be a difference on the CPU side with the system RAM and the CPU, because the core on the video card is maxed out and I got like 50-60 FPS here with high details with 1080p. So same memory amount of VRAM allocated. See, and it's the same drop, 35 to 20 in this case, with the lowest point on the average 1% and minimal. Not bad, you know, because this is maximum I can do. 300, nearly 350 watts consumption, but a video card like this doesn't go with 1080p. But just to show you the maximum load I can put on the video card, and it's good. Look at that, 71 degrees. Not okay for this video card. I mean, it's a very good temperature because this video card runs very hot, you know. So if you're under 80 degrees and you're in the game with 100% load on the GPU, you should say thank you, because this video card runs very hot, you know. So 70 degrees, it's kind of good temperature for a video card like this. Very good idea, very good video card. I think I need to test other games that I have, many games that I didn't see on a video card like this or an SLI, you know. This was the whole purpose on this computer, to test older games and see how they are running with SLI and Crossfire. So today I managed to exercise that idea that I wanted for a very long time, and I love that, seriously. And I have many games that I want to put on this machine, and with a video card similar to this one, like a 295 900G GX2, you know, everything that is with SLI. But a single card with SLI capabilities like this is very advantageous because it consumes less wattage than two video cards. And plus, this video card, this main board doesn't support multiple video cards in SLI, so the only way I can do it is with a video card that has two BGAs in similar conditions like this one. I like it. I like this test that I managed to do today, and I want to do more in the future with other games. So it's very important to do similar benchmarks like this. So if you have any suggestion for this computer with a video card similar to this, make sure you leave a comment with the games that you want to see. in the future. And for today's tests, I think this was a flawless victory for the video card. It was one game that managed to only 30-40% on one core. Just I think that game was the one that was almost a failure, but I like the game because I'm trying to find different type of games that are different from Need for Speed. Even though I like Need for Speed, I want more games similar to those ones because they are very unique and rare or unseen, like unpolished gems. I like it. I recommend this video card to have it in the library, but at the same time I recommend older games that are more entertaining with the old hardware. And it's very important because in the future I want to talk about some older titles like similar that I have today and how they are performing with all the GPUs and hardware. So yeah, I like it. Like I said, if you have any suggestion or recommendation, leave a comment, smash that like button, and I will see you very soon.